The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
Maine, right. It just like instantly brings up lobster shacks. You know, those like picture perfect places perched on cliffs. And oh yeah, lighthouses bracing against those like epic waves. But beaches.
Yeah, no, you're totally right.
Maine beaches.
It's funny, most people don't think beaches when they think Maine.
Right. So for today's deep dive, we're ditching those preconceived notions and like really digging into Maine's coastline because, spoiler alert, it's totally hiding those perfect beaches.
It really is a hidden gem kind of thing.
Who knew?
Less crowded, too.
Okay, sell us on Maine beaches.
It's all about that contrast. You know, you've got the raw power of the Atlantic right there slamming up against this like unyielding coastline. And the scenery, breathtaking. Just wow.
Okay, so we're picturing dramatic, but what does that actually look like? We're used to thinking beach. We think sandy. What am I going to see on a Maine beach?
Sculpted. You've got these massive granite boulders carved out over, who knows, centuries probably, of waves pounding against them. And in between, yeah, you get those soft, sandy stretches. But here's the real kicker. The tides.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about Maine's tides.
Maine's got some of the most extreme tides. Anywhere. You walk out, tide's low, you can practically walk for miles, turn around a couple hours later, boom, ocean's rushing back in. Changes the whole scene.
That's wild. Okay, I'm sold. So how do we experience this? What's the best time to book a trip if we're like chasing those dramatic tides and rocky shores?
Like a lot of New England, summers are short and sweet. July, August, that's your window. Think warm, sunny days, perfect for hitting those beaches or, you know, if lighthouses are your thing.
Speaking of lighthouses, you can't talk about Maine without lobster, right? We're talking lobster rolls, beachside.
Oh, absolutely. But here's the thing, right? There's a whole other side to Maine lobster beyond just like how delicious those rolls are.
Oh.
The lobstermen, they've got this whole system. It's been around forever, super sustainable. They use these traps, have escape vents built in so the smaller lobsters can get out, which keeps the whole lobster population, you know, healthy and thriving.
So it's good for the environment.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really cool. So we can like feel good about enjoying that delicious food. It's supporting that whole way of life. Okay, so beyond just the beach itself, what else does a Maine beach vacation have in store? Like what else is there to do?
All right, so picture this. You spend the day exploring tide pools, feeling that ocean spray, sun starts to set, you hop in the car, that salt air is just pouring in through the windows as you cruise along the coast.
Wait, I'm with you.
And who knows? Maybe you stumble upon one of those charming little fishing villages. They're everywhere. Freshest seafood you've ever tasted, guaranteed. Or, hey, maybe you discover a hidden cove, like picture. Shores covered in sea glass, all smoothed over by years and years of waves.
Sounds amazing. That's the dream.
It is. And, oh yeah, those lighthouses we keep mentioning.
What about them?
Those aren't just pretty to look at. A lot of them have these like wild histories. I'm talking shipwrecks, storms, stories of the people who kept those lights on to guide those ships home.
Wow.
Well, and some people even say some of them are haunted.
Oh, wait, really? Haunted?
By those old sea captains still hanging around.
Okay, that's a whole other layer to the whole experience. So safe to say a Maine beach trip, it's not your average beach trip.
Not even close. It's more than a vacation, you know.
Yeah.
It's experiencing that raw beauty of the Atlantic. It's connecting with nature in its wildest form. It's a whole different side of American culture.
Yeah.
Rugged, welcoming. It's something else.
Dramatic landscapes, that rich history, and you know, you can't beat that Maine charm. Who wouldn't be tempted to skip the tropics and try something a little more unexpected?
Might just be that breath of fresh air you've been waiting for. You never know.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.